Alright, get out of the way so Lucario can finish this. Dialga almost did it. I should have used the warrior skill. Probably would have killed. That's an attack up, I think. This move can't miss, though, so I win. See you later, sucker. Also, for me, and this is why earlier when you asked, like, doesn't this start to get repetitive? And I was like, it starts to feel a little repetitive when you're like, after you finish, like, 20-ish of the stories, the back half can start to feel a little repetitive, depending on what episodes you have left, for sure. But for me, a lot of my fun for Conquest comes from, like, checking off the list, kinda. Finishing up all of the, getting everyone evolved, getting more stories done and unlocked, etc. Like, as I evolve everyone, and I'm like, all right, that's another set of warlords done. Don't have to worry about them anymore. I'm like, you know, I get a little bit of a dopamine hit from that. Now we're at the point where I'm almost done with all the evolutions. We only have 4 more people to evolve. We have all of the legendary Pokemon except Arceus and Rayquaza, who we get at the very end, and whatnot. So now I'm like, all right, I want to finish, like, I want all the episodes to be done. So that's why we're kind of like speed running, quotation marks, like starting an episode and then instead of trying to do anything fancy, we're just finishing it as fast as possible because there's nothing fancy left to really do. So it can get a little repetitive when you get to this stage, but again, not to the extent that I'm, like, bored. But again, definitely to the extent where I'm like, I'll play this game, like, once a week-ish. No more than that. It'd help if the maps were more interactive, bigger or something. Not bigger. Bigger would be awful. There are already maps in this game that are too big and take too long to go from one side of the map to the other to actually start fighting. The main problem is that the maps are too repetitive. The small amounts of RNG they have with, like, where traps and random objects spawns does not make them significantly different. They still feel the exact same. And that's where it can get repetitive. What would actually help this game if it was more Fire Emblem-esque, and instead of having so many episodes, they should, like, conglomerate some episodes. Like, take like 5 characters or so and make them all share an episode, but then make the episodes way longer with more unique areas to fight in. If it was more Fire Emblem style in that regard, that would go a long way towards helping with the repetitiveness. Making the maps bigger, I would actually hate it. I would rather die. This hack has already made it where, like, in Dragnor, the enemy spawns closer to you because it takes too long to... You basically waste, like, 2 turns just getting close enough to the enemy to start fighting them. That is a problem that this game just has with some of its locations. It's the same thing with, like, Spectra and Valora. Every time you start, especially one of the later game maps, which, surprise, surprise, are much bigger, like Avia, Valora, Dragnor, Spectra, Viperia even, is you spend, like, the first turn, maybe even the first 2 turns, being like, oh, what am I doing? Am I doing any fighting or anything? No, I'm just moving my Pokemon closer so we can start actually fighting. So definitely one of the biggest flaws of the area layout is that it just takes too long to get to the enemy to start fighting them. And that creates extra downtime that makes the game feel more tedious. It's why I'm pretty sure back when a user was joining the streams at the start of the playthrough and answering a bunch of questions about the hacking scene, because he's like one of the premier hackers in the Conquest scene, he said that one of the things they want to do is be able to, I asked, I mixed up my words. I asked, like, can you edit the maps heavily? And I can't remember what his answer was. I think he said that they can't right now, but they want to? Or maybe they can, but it's like a major hassle. I don't remember. But like, the number one thing that Conquest really needs to be a better game is for Pokemon to be able to have 2 moves, is my first thing. And then the second thing is like more interactive maps. If they were able to edit the maps and also make them show up as different in different episodes, it would be like if every episode type had its own map, right? That would be way more engaging. If like the Junior Warlord maps were different, if the Conquer All of Ransei maps, which the Junior Warlord ones are also Conquer All of Ransei, but I mean like the ones where you have to like conquer is like Masamune, Nobunaga, etc. If they made the maps more dynamic and also not the same in every single thing, I think that would go a long way to making the game more fun. It would make it feel less repetitive, at least. All right, chat is saying that they can modify the maps. Can they modify the maps by each episode, though? I don't think they can do that, and that's what I want. Also, yeah, they can't edit how much of Ransei shows up in each episode. I remember users saying that like if you do the 7 Beauties episode, it will always be those 7 kingdoms. You can't change that. But anyways, what I would want is I would want different maps based on each episode. Each episode type, at least. Because even if you just change the maps, that's more interesting than base Conquest for like 10 episodes. And then it just goes back to the exact same problem of like, oh, hey, my 20th episode, I'm 40 hours in. It's the exact same Dragnor layout every time, without fail. So just being able to change it is like, that's neat, but it's kind of irrelevant, right? Like, it doesn't really matter if you can, I already use Elegant? It doesn't really matter if you can edit the maps and make them different if they just end up still being the same in the first episode you played as the 20th episode you played. It'll still have the exact same problem, in my eyes. It'll be more interesting to you for, like, those first 10 episodes. But then it falls right back into the same pitfall. That's why I think what would actually, like, be a significant change and make the game better is if it was different per episode. Again, especially, like, if... It would be amazing if the Conquest hacking scene could get to this level, but we're talking, like, theoretical, like, what if they made another Conquest, which I don't think they'll do. Wouldn't it be great if, Oh, you missed Skydrop. How do you even miss that? You took me into the air and everything. That you failed to let go of Dialga? Are you insane? But, like, if they just made it where, like, instead of 38 episodes, there were, like 12 episodes, and each episode focused on, like, 3 characters as a group. Like, there's no reason for Hideyoshi, Hanbei, and Kanbei not to just all be the same episode. Those 3 dudes may as well just all be one episode together. But then just make the episode longer and make the maps more interesting. I think that would be a very good change. Die. The Dialga landed on pillows. Nice. Genius. Anyways, that's my take on what would be necessary for the issue of the maps feeling repetitive the further you go into Conquest to fix that issue. How did a Whimsicott live Roar of Time? This makes no sense. This is the last fight of this episode, right? We're done with this episode now? I think we are. Done with this episode. We should still have about an hour and a half in stream. Theoretically, we should be able to, depending on the episode, we should be able to finish an episode today and finish one more episode today and start another one. Probably only get to do like 2 fights in said other episode, but progress is progress. I don't need to recruit any of you. I win. Masamune might be the only episode that we wouldn't be able to finish today because we have to get Masamune to like 65%, but still doable. Lord Kenshin, we achieved victory on the battlefield in your name. Fine work, Kanetsugu. You are too kind, my lord. We fought with love for our Pokemon and with righteousness in our hearts. Our victory shall resonate with people through the region. Soon, justice will reign throughout the world. Yeah. Perhaps you did too well. What do you mean, my lady? Oh, nothing. And so Kanetsugu won the contest of the Junior Warriors. And the principle of righteousness he taught the world through his battles became one of the guiding principles for warriors throughout Ransei. There's another one. All right, that unlock Masamune. And perhaps anyone else. I gotta remember to download that VOD right after stream, otherwise I'm gonna mess myself up whenever I'm rendering more Conquest. Also, downloading Twitch VODs is annoying. You have to wait like 20 minutes for it to actually let you download it. Masamune's story, The Dragon's Dream. All right. 1, 2, 3. There are 3 stories we haven't unlocked. One of them is Masanori, because you have to do Kiyamasa's episode to unlock it. One of them is The Tale of Two Heroes. And then I think I realized earlier, actually, I think Kanbei is the last one. I think we have to do Hanbei's story to unlock Kanbei's. That's my guess, at least. So, Masanori, Kanbei, and then the Two Heroes of Ransei are the last episodes to unlock. Welcome to stream, Sid. How you doing? Chat, who are we doing? Vote for who you want to see. What do we want to do? What episode? In classic Twitch chat fashion, like 6 different people said a different name. One, 4, 8. 8, and then plus this page. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 15? We only have 15 episodes left? Really? 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Wait, no, I counted wrong? I'm stupid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, the first time I counted, I missed 2 somehow. 15 stories left, dang. All right, like 3 people said Masamune. That's what I figured would happen. The Dragon's Dream. A young warrior of Avia prepares to take to the sky. His quest, the unification of Ransei. See, people in chat are saying, like, you should do Masamune because that's one of the only ones that does anything important at this point in the playthrough. But if we do all of the remaining episodes that have anything important to them, we're going to have, like, 12 episodes in a row that have nothing going on other than, hey, finish them, forehead. Which, you know, that's the Conquest experience TM, but still. In the region of Ransei, while the 17 warlords were engaged in constant battles for its castles and kingdoms, the kingdom of Avia was being visited by a famous wandering warrior called Magoichi. Magoichi is famous? So, you're the warlord who wants to hire me, yeah? Well, I'm sorry, I have my principles. I don't fight for people who don't meet my standards. Aren't you listening? I can make spaghetti! Oh no, he's meeting all my standards. I'm gonna unite all of Ransei. Don't you want to see that happen? Ha! Uniting Ransei? This gets better and better. Isn't that what all the warlords are trying to do, more or less? But I guess that ain't a bad ambition. Alright, I'll join you. Good. With you on my side, it shall not be long until all this is mine. Let's go. Unite all of Ransei. We don't start with Rufflet? I thought we started with Rufflet. Excuse me, did he have an Aggron out the gate? User, what did you do? Why does this man start with Aggron? You got Mismagius, you got Gabite. We can very, very easily recruit Ujiasu with Grovyle. If we recruit Ujiasu, hopefully we also get Kai, if we're lucky in that exchange. We get Ujiasu, it'll be easy to recruit Nene. That gives us Crobat. Ujiasu should make it where we can recruit Mitsuhide. we get Mitsuhide, we easily recruit Nobunaga. Nobunaga makes everything else a steamroll. More or less. There's not a Rufflet here like I was hoping. I want to take all of the North ASAP before they start attacking, and that way we just don't have to worry about it anymore because the northern areas are annoying. And then we can also level up Dragnor to get a Harmony Drum, because we're going to need a Harmony Drum on Masamune and probably Magoichi. I think we immediately recruit Ujiasu, then Nene, then we take Spectra, and if we recruit anyone in Spectra, great. If we don't, we don't. Recruiting Okuni will be easy. Ujiasu actually recruits a lot of stuff around here very easily. Then we take Nyx Storm to get Mitsuhide, and then with Articuno, we can get Nobunaga, and then we just kind of like run... Just run through it all. Yeah, I mean, recruiting Ujiasu definitely seems like the best turn 1 play. And then once we get enough warriors to drop in Avia, we'll start leveling up Avia to get a Rufflet to spawn, and then when a Rufflet spawns, we link with it. We'll get Rufflet when we get Rufflet. Let's go! Who's your favorite Warlord pair? Legendary pairs included. Nobunaga and Rayquaza, if you're counting legendaries. Not counting Nobunaga and Rayquaza? I really like Ina and Empoleon. I also like, Oh, I just had someone in my head. Who was it? I like Nene and Crobat. That's who I was thinking of. Why do I have a Drillbur? Bum, 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 bum. So... I don't think we're going to be able to recruit Kai because she resists all of these Pokemon. Unless Drillbur can hit her down to like 2 HP by chance. And then we get a Fury Color... what did I just say? A Fury Cutter kill. All moves guaranteed to hit. What's your ability? Increases range of Warriors Pokemon and adjacent allies. Perfect. Oh, you still don't reach. I thought you'd be able to reach after I did that. Scyther actually gets bodied by everything here, which is annoying. Like, if he's in range of Roggenrola, he dies. We might actually have trouble with, like, winning this setup, which could be a problem. I'm a little worried. Just a wee bit. The good news is the Drillbur actually, like, bodies everything. That did more damage than I was expecting. Please stop. Can you not, dude, get, like, 5 hits? Are you joking me right now? Well, it gives us Overgrow, I guess. I really wanted to be able to get Grovyle over there to kill the Larvitar, but that's not gonna happen. More than likely. Thankfully, this one-shots, so we just have to win now. Again, I would have loved to have gotten Kai, but we're not getting Kai here. All that matters is getting Ujiasu. He's the one who's going to carry us through a lot of this episode. How much is this going to do? You will die. All right, well, you know, there's nothing I can do about that. I would have liked to have maybe found a way to recruit Kai, but it's just not going to happen. I'm going to put Scyther here, so... I'm going to put Scyther here. I don't think Kai can hit Scyther and Grovyle, so hopefully Kai doesn't kill Grovyle here. Hopefully she goes for Scyther. Because Scyther is useless in this fight, nearly. Nice. My plan worked. My stratagems lay undetected. Oh, hey, Swarm. They can get a good hit on Blitzel before dying. Dig him up. Yeah, no recruit, but we're going to win the fight and get Ujiasu. That's all that matters. Big 12 damage. that Blitzel might come over here and kill Grovyle, but I'm hoping it'll try and hit, well, no, it's going to go for Grovyle because Larvitar is going to get the kill here. That's unfortunate. Drillbur wins this fight, though, because Blitzel can't hit it, and Drillbur will get to attack and kill the Larvitar in one here, so it's fine. Hey, dodge? Rip? Bam, bam, bam. Rough first fight, but recruiting Ujiasu will make it all work out.